Hello, we are here in Singapore and we are exploring all top universities. And here is a great guy who is expert of Singapore. So he will explain the process of top universities and some simple questions. So let's get started. So my first question is that it is difficult to get into top universities or it is easy?
It's actually quite difficult. They're very competitive. Only maybe the top 20% of the students can manage to go into the top universities here in Singapore.
Okay, so means like acceptance rate is 20%, approx 20%.
Yes, but of course there are other second-tier universities.
Okay.
So I think there are about 6 to 7 universities in Singapore.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about the top 3 universities, National University of Singapore, Nanyang Technical Institute of NTI, Nanyang Technology Institute, and SMU.
Yeah.
These 3 universities are not so easy to get in.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what they are looking for, university is looking for academic background or just like a mixed up of whole profile, like extracurriculars, then academics, and the mixed up profile. So what are they looking for?
Okay, I think it's slowly changing.
Yeah.
Years ago, they used to purely based on academic.
Oh.
If you have a good result,
Yeah.
you can get in,
Yeah.
compared to those that didn't have such a good result.
Yeah.
But I think over time now, they start to look at some other things as well. Some universities like SMU, they started to even go for interview. Students need to go interview before they do the acceptance.
Okay. So it is little bit difficult to get into those universities, but if you have a great profile, great extracurriculars, so you can easily get into. So I have a simple question, which matters more, academics or extracurriculars or both?
I think right now, it's still the academic that take the higher preference.
Yeah.
And then the other activities start to supplement that. Okay, but I think over time the weightage is actually catching up. But right now, academics still have to be the main criteria.
So according to me, Singapore universities are amazing. They have a great infrastructure and everything is perfect. So if you're looking for top universities in Singapore, you can easily, if you have a great profile, you can get into. So did you know about SAT and other exam they are requiring for other requirements?
Okay, generally because we follow the British system.
Yeah.
So the local students actually goes in using the GCE A level.
GCA level.
Yes. Some others goes in through the polytechnic route. I think for international students, SAD and a few other qualifications, they can start to accept it as well.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you have some system that goes through the British system, which I think in India we have the same system, I think they will accept it easier.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So they are following British system little bit, but according to me, I think in future they are changing everything. Already they are changed. They are accepting. They are focusing on extracurriculars also. So it's the beginning of changing the whole process. So I think in future they will completely change and follow the US system, right? US system.
It's more into the British system, but of course US system they will have. I mean it's international now, right?
Yeah.
Some students are doing IB as well, right? So IBs get accepted. Some US systems also get accepted. But the norm here, because most of the students are the British system, yeah. So that is the default.
Yeah. What things are famous in Singapore?
What things are famous? Of course, food.
Yeah, food is amazing, colorful, because rice is blue, and I love the whole food. So, according to you, which is your favorite food?
My favorite food? Okay, we like spicy food generally.
Yeah.
Okay, so things like curry, chicken rice.
Amazing.
Yeah, we have curry fish head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, we do have vegetarian food as well. So nice vegetarian. So we are very international. That you can have Vietnamese food, you have Japanese food, you have Korean food, you can have local Malay food, you have Chinese food.
Yeah.
So there's all kinds of food that's available here.
Yeah. Everything is available. There are many Indian restaurants and there are also some international restaurants and everything is perfect. I noticed one thing. In Singapore, traffic rules and these are things are little bit strict.
It's very strict.
Yeah, compared to other Asian countries.
That's right. And there's no way you can bribe off the authority. There's no way you can bribe the police.
Yeah.
All right. So if you start offering them something, you will end up 10 times more trouble.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's common in India or other countries. Like
Yes.
they are just paying like little bit
That's right.
more.
That's right. Yeah. So here, absolutely no way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. I have another question. Like in Singapore, there are too much ships. I think when I was flying, so there are many ships.
Yes.
So like, can you explain like how many ships and what are the reasons of?
Okay. Basically, Singapore grew up from a port.
Yeah,
If you look at the geography, you know that the South China Sea, which means it's actually through the Strait of Malacca,
yeah,
from India, from Europe, from
Yeah.
Africa. Every ship must go through the Strait of Malacca and route Singapore
Yeah.
to the other side, which is China and Japan and the other
Yeah.
places. So our this port is one of the busiest ports in the world.
yeah, in the world.
That's right.
I
So
saw.
therefore,
Yeah.
our shoreline,
Yeah,
you can't go out then and see the sea. You actually see lots of ships, right?
ships. Yeah,
Yeah, that's common.
yeah, I love that. According to you, which advice you want to give to other students or kids who are looking for top universities like MIT, Harvard, Stanford? So according to you, which advice you can give?
Of course, the US universities are good, but from my perspective, the country is no longer as safe.
Yeah,
Singapore is one of the safest country
country
in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
You don't have to worry. Even for ladies,
Yeah.
for lady students, middle of the night you can go out. There's no concept of it's not safe.
Yeah,
So this is one of the safest place, right? You never see people, shooting with each other
Yeah.
and all that. Universities are good.
yeah,
The people here are very law abiding.
yeah,
Yeah. So it's a very nice country to be here without prejudice as well, because we are multiracial, right?
Yeah.
So you see, there's Chinese, there's Indian, there's Malay, and everybody stays in harmony.
yeah.
You don't feel that you are an outsider.
Yeah, like there is no racism. They are accepting international people, and there is too much love, and you can say that they are live like a family.
Yes,
Which is like
that's
not,
right.
yeah, it's not common in other countries.
That's
As we
right.
know that, yeah, like Philippines, Israel, wars.
That's
and
right.
stuff.
That's
So,
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that thing.
Yeah, it's truly a multiracial country where people stays very harmonious.
Very harmonious. Okay.
Yes.
So thank you for sharing all your like views, and thank you from my bottom of heart,
Thank
because like we are just exploring whole Singapore,
Okay.
and now most of the things are clear about in Singapore.
Yes.
And what about like is visa? Because I think it's the strongest visa in the world.
We have the best passport in the world.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
can
that's
go everywhere in the world.
Everywhere.
Yeah, most countries do not need
Do
us
not.
to have a visa.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a like it's unique or like.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And what about here government? Government is like good, diplomatic or problem?
The Western country maybe has criticized Singapore as not being very democratic,
Yeah,
but we are still following the democratic system,
yeah,
except that our government has been in power for the last 50 plus years.
my God, yeah,
Now, there's good and there's bad to it, right? The good thing is this allows the government to have a very long-term view.
yeah, no,
They don't have to spend their energy trying to fight the opposition, trying to bribe the people to say that, I'm giving you all this goodie for near-term rewards.
yeah,
So they are able to plan out Singapore many, many years down the road without thinking that I'm out of the power,
Yeah.
So that's a good thing too.
good thing. Like
Yeah.
in India, government is trying to like they are giving them rewards, they are giving them money
Yes.
to like make them happy and like convince them to vote
To vote for them, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of vote buying
Yeah.
activities, right?
Yeah, bang boom. And
Yeah.
it's not good for country. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's a great thing, because like Singapore have the longest or long view. So thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank
So
you.
if you come to Singapore, please meet Uncle Ji. Okay.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Good,
Bye.
that's a good one.
Bye bye.
Yeah.